Hello students, welcome back. I am Rinkesh sir and today we are going to start exercise 9.3 of chapter number 9, that is sequence and series. Before starting exercise 9.3, let us study about geometric progression. Let's take a series like 2, 4, 8, 16 and so on. Now see, if you look at this series, then for first term is 2, 2 twos are 4 means multiplied by 4 twos are 8 multiplied by 2. 8 twos are 16 multiplied by 2. So this type of series is called as geometric progression. Okay, similarly if I take a series like 2, 6, 18 and so on. In this case it's 2 threes are 6, 6 threes are 18. So every time we are multiplying it by 3. So such series are called as geometric progression. This is in GP. In short, we will say it as GP. Okay. So here the first term is 2. Now 2. How to find out that what number is multiplied? That is called as common ratio. Okay, common ratio R. You can find it out by multiplying, by taking the ratio of two consecutive terms. The higher term in the numerator, let's take here 8. The term just before 8 is 4, so that is equal to 2. Okay, so for the ratio, what we can do, the formula for ratio R is equal to A n plus 1 upon A n. Okay, so whatever term you are taking in the numerator, you have to take just the term before that term. Take the ratio, you will get the common ratio. Okay, so here I can say that the first term is A, second term is AR. Okay, means A into R. Third term again multiplied by R means AR square. Fourth term AR cube. Similarly, the last term will be AR raised to N if N is the last. Clear? So the general term, like if the question is asked find out the fifth term, sixth term, seventh term, the formula for general term. Let's say if you want to find a fourth term, that's AR raised to 3. And to find out the second term, it's AR. So you can see the power of R is 1 less than the number of the term. Means the general term AN will be equal to AR raised to N minus 1. If you want to find out the seventh term, then A7 will be AR raised to 6. Here, now if the sum is asked of that series, like here if the sum is like 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16, the formula for sum, that is Sn, that is equal to A R raised to N minus 1 upon R minus 1. We use this formula generally when the ratio is greater than 1. Or I can also use it in this way, 1 minus R raised to N upon 1 minus R. The value of R means the ratio is less than 1, we will use this formula. We can use both the formula, but to avoid the negative sign, we are using this formula when generally R is less than 1 and when R is greater than 1. See, you can even use this formula when R is less than 1. You can use this formula when R is greater than 1. But if you want to avoid negative sign, then you have to use it. Okay, so this was about the basics of geometric progression. Remember the formula for ratio, the ratio of two consecutive terms with a higher term in the numerator. For the general term, it's AR raised to N minus 1. And for the series, A R raised to N minus 1 upon R minus 1, or A 1 minus R raised to N upon 1 minus R. Clear? Now let's see exercise 9.3. Question number 1. Find the 28th and nth term of GP 5 by 4, sorry 5 by 2, 5 by 4 and 5 by 8. Here the first term is 5 by 2. The common ratio R, let's take the ratio of consecutive number 5 by 4 upon 5 by 2. 5 gets cancelled. This will be equal to 2 by 4. So that will be 1 by 2. The common ratio is 1 by 2. Now we need to find out the 28th term. 820. This will be equal to AR raised to 20 minus 1, that is 19. A, that is 5 by 2. R, that is 1 by 2 raised to 19. So this will be equal to 5 upon 2 raised to 1 and 2 raised to 19. So 1 plus 19, that will be equal to 2 raised to 20. Okay, so the 28th term of this GP is 5 upon 2 raised to 20. This was about question number 1. So just note it down. Now let's move to the next question. Question number 2. Find the 12th term of geometric progression whose 8th term is 192 and the common ratio is 2. Say, here it is given that the 8th term, that is A8 is equal to 192. The common ratio R is equal to 2. Okay. Now we have to find out 12th term. A12. So for that the formula will be A R raised to 12 minus 1, 11. We are already having the ratio value of the ratio R. We need to find out the first term. So for that we will use the formula for 8th term. A8 is equal to AR raised to 8 minus 1, 7, and that is equal to 192. So that implies A 2 raised to 7 equal to 192. Okay, so A is equal to 192 upon 2 raised to 7. We got the first term. So now for the 12th term, it will be A, that is 192 upon 2 raised to 7 into the ratio, that is 2 raised to 11. So this will be equal to 192 into 2 raised to 11 minus 7, that will be equal to 4. So 192 into 16. So the 12th term will be 192 into 16, that will be equal to 3072. So the 12th term is 3072. Okay, this was about question number 2. So just note it down. Now let's move to the next, that is question number 3. Question number 3. It is given that the 5th, 8th and 11th term of GP are P, Q and S respectively. You have to show that Q square is equal to PS. Okay. So see, A5, that is equal to AR raised to 5 minus 1, 4, and that is equal to P. A8, that is equal to AR raised to 7, and that is equal to Q. A11, that is AR raised to 10, and that is given to be S. Now you have to show that Q square is equal to PS. Okay, so now if I take the ratio, if I take the ratio of A5 and A8, means let's take this equation as 1, 2 and 3. taking ratio of 2 and 1. So I will get AR raised to 7 upon AR raised to 4 equal to Q by P. A gets cancelled, so this will show that R cube is equal to Q upon P. Let's name this as equation 4. Now taking ratio of 3 and 2. Okay, what I will get a r raised to 10 upon a r raised to 7, that is equal to s by q. A gets cancelled, so this shows that r cube is equal to s by q. Now, so in equation 4 we are having r cube, in equation 5 we are having r cube. So I can write down that for from 4 and 5 q by p is equal to s by q. So I will cross multiply, I will get q square is equal to ps. Hence, it is proved that q square is equal to ps. Okay, so this was about question number 3. So just note it down. Now let's move to the next, that is question number 4. Question number 4. The question is the fourth term of GP is square of its second term and the first term is minus 3. Determine its seventh term. Now see, the fourth term is given as the square of second term. That means A4 is equal to A2 square. Okay, and also it is given that the first term is equal to minus 3, right? So now A4, using the formula, it will be AR cube equal to, and this will be AR 2 minus 1, 1 square. Okay, so AR cube will be equal to A square R square. So this will get cancelled. So R cube, sorry, and again this will get cancelled. A is equal to R, and it is given that A is equal to minus 3. That means R is equal to minus 3. Okay, now we have to find out the seventh term. So A 7, that will be equal to A R raised to 7 minus 1, 6. So this will be equal to A, that is minus 3, into R, that is minus 3 raised to 6. Okay, now it's minus 3 raised to 6. That means it will be positive. So this will be equal to minus 3 into 3 raised to 6. Okay, so its answer will be equal to minus 2187. Because of 3 raised to 7, this is equal to minus 3 raised to 7. As it's negative sign and power is odd, it will be minus. Okay, so the seventh term is minus 2187. Clear? So this was about question number 4. So just note it down. Now let's see the next question. That is question number 5. Question number 5. Which term of the following sequences? So see, in A, the sequence given is 2, 2 root 2, 4. This is the sequence. So here the first term A is equal to 2. The common ratio, that will be equal to 2 root 2 upon 2. So that will be equal to root 2. Okay, now it is asked that which term will be 128. That means a n is equal to 1 to 8. So I can write it down a r raised to n minus 1, that is equal to 128. Now our first term is 2. R is 2 raised to n minus 1 equal to 128. Okay, so 2 ones are 264. So I can write it down that 2 raised to n minus 1 is equal to 64. That means 2 raised to 6. Now as the base is same, the power must be same. That means n minus 1 is equal to 6. That means n is equal to 7. Okay, sorry, here we did a mistake because r is not 2, it's root 2. So I can write it down as n minus 1 by 2. Okay, because it's square root. Now, as matching the power, n minus 1 by 2 will be equal to 6. That means n minus 1 will be equal to 12. So n will be equal to 13. Okay, so the 13th term will be 128 of the given geometric progression. Okay, this was the first about question number 5. So just note it down. Now let's see the second one. Okay, B. The series given is root 3, 3, 3 root 3. Okay, so the first term here is root 3. The ratio is 3 upon root 3. So that will be equal to root 3. Now it is asked that which term is 729. So a n is equal to 729. A r raised to n minus 1 is equal to 729. The first term a is root 3 and the ratio r is root 3 raised to n minus 1 equal to 729. Okay, so now see root 3 raised to 1 and root 3 raised to n minus 1. It will be root 3 raised to n minus 1 plus 1. So the power will be n and 729. Now if you want to remove root, then I can write it down as 3 raised to n by 2. And 729, that we know that this is 3 raised to 6. Now as the base are same, the power must be same. So n by 2 will be equal to 6. This implies that n is equal to 12. So the 12th term of given geometric progression is 729. Okay, this was about the second of question number 5. So just note it down. Okay, now let's see the third one of question number 5. That is the last for today's session. See, here the series given is 1 by 3, 1 by 9, 1 by 27. Okay, so the first term here is 1 by 3. The ratio, here the common ratio R is equal to 1 by 9 upon 1 by 3. 3 ones are, 3 threes are. So this implies the ratio is 1 by 3. Okay, now it's given that which term is 1 upon 19683. Okay, so an is equal to 1 upon 19683. 3. So a r raised to n minus 1 will be equal to 1 upon 19683. So putting the value of a, that is 1 by 3, and putting the value of r, that is 1 by 3 raised to n minus 1 equal to 1 upon 19683. Okay, so now here I can write down it's 1 by 3 raised to 1 and 1 by 3 raised to n minus 1. So n minus 1 plus 1, it will be n. So 1 by 3 raised to n is equal to, now if I take 19683, this will be equal to 3 raised to 9. So I can write down this as 1 by 3 raised to 9. As the base are same, the power will be same. That means n is equal to 9. So the ninth term of given geometric progression is 1 upon 19683. Yeah, this was about question number 5. So just note it down. Okay, students, so that's it for today. In our next video, we'll start with question number 6. Thank you.